Hey guys, this is an old radio that I used to own years and years and years ago. Yeasu FT707. And when I originally had this radio, it originally had its microphone, regular stock microphone, and it had the matching power supply with the speaker. And then the radio was sold off to another individual, and I guess it just went on from there. Another one just kept trading on down the road and whatever. Anyway, long story short, over the years, somehow the band switch ended up getting damaged to a point that the shaft just, pulls right out. So I don't know. I guess trying to remove the knob one too many times, I guess. So anyway, the switch is damaged. And apparently it's a non-replaceable switch. Like, it cannot be bought anywhere anymore. So, I remember a few years ago that I scrapped something. I don't know what it was, but it had the exact switch in it. Had the exact same switch. And this switch is in good condition. So, only difference is this one has a longer shaft. I'm thinking this shaft was probably originally supposed to be that. So it's right there. And then somebody decided to put that in. That's my guess. I don't know for sure. But, I mean, the front of the radio is only, so thick. And the thickness is just like, that's the thickness of the plastic. So I can't see a big long shaft like that. Like, maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. Hard to say what the original switch was, if it was this one or that one. Could try putting this one in there, I suppose, just to see what happens. But anyways, this little series of videos is going to be on the Yeasu FT707. Trying to do something with the band switch. There's some wires been pulled off, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 wires hanging off the band switch. Anyways, I went through the wire list according to the service manual, and all the wire appears to be there. I noticed on this one here, it said supposed to be a gray and white wire, and then the other wire was not marked anything on the service manual, but there was a white wire left over. So, and there was no white message, no white wire in the section was in that wafer, only this one. So, the only thing I can assume, especially with the gray and white one, that during production they must have ran out of gray white wire, I suppose, and just used gray. But in any event, that's the color code I'm going to go with this, just because it's what seems to be lining up here. But in any event, interested in seeing how this turns out. By all means, stay tuned. Somebody's got her modified, of course. So, I'm going to find a couple crystals. Maybe come across a few crystals to fix up her 10 meters again. That crystal's not working in the 10B slot. It's not working. So I'll be taking her apart later. See what the hell's going on with that. So it's nice to have this Yeasu FT707 back. This one, I believe, was probably my second, if not third, HF transceiver that I had since I got my license. I think the first HF transceiver I had was the Tentec Argosy 525 Delta, and I still have her. I used to run around digital for PSK31 for years, and she worked awesome. I still have the Tentec, lovely little radio. And then I ended up getting the Kenwood TS440. That was, I paid, I think it was $650. I got the TS440. I got the matching power supply for her, as well as speaker and the desk mic, MC60, I believe it is, desk mic. And I paid $650 for the works of it. That was a lot of money back then. Oh man, oh man. And then along the way, I ended up with with this Yeasu FT707. And when I had her, or I think I've still got pictures of her, but at the time she had her matching power supply was with her, and microphone. But along the way, she's seemed to have lost her power supply. And the other thing she's after missing is her side plates. I don't know why they would be missing, but they're gone missing. So I'm gonna have to come up with a couple aluminum plates and try to paint them for the same color as the 707 is, and then get them matched back here. But the radio still receives fine. And I tried her on transmit last night, and her transmitter is still quite lively. So the band switch that I end up replacing the band switch on it, that's just the old stuff. And I tell you, replacing that switch is not for the faint of heart at all. You've got these multiple wires that's got to be connected in onto the band switch. And the problem that I had when I was doing this is there was supposed to be a white and gray wire on the band switch. And going to the board, there wasn't, this wire was missing. It was like a white wire. And it had no sign of gray whatsoever. It was just a white wire, went to the same position that was on the radio, on the schematic. Anyways, I got lucky. Took a leap of faith and used that wire, and that white one, and that's the one that was needed. So, there we have it. We have the FT707 Yeasu HF radio. Quite the beast. She's a lovely critter, and it's nice to have her back, I have to say.